Alright everybody, welcome back to the Craftverse series. This is episode 340. Quite a milestone. And to honor it, I'm going to be actually building my own redstone contraption. This is the collection system for my own iron farm collection. Now, we all know how iron farms are supposed to work, right? Iron golem drops down, falls into lava. It needs to be elevated in a certain way, and fire spread needs to be off, otherwise the fence, not fences, well, you could use fence gates, I suppose, opened, but whatever you use would burn if it's made of wood, and most of them are. But nether wood is usually okay. And either way, fire spread is turned off at the moment, so I don't have to worry about it. You might notice I have formed a little pattern on the floor. Now we have a hopper going into a chest, and it is laid out in a triad formation like this. I also have my droppers aimed in this general direction, and these are filled with water at the moment. I will be reusing that water once I start getting to that point, but we're not quite there yet. In between episodes, I did also finish off all of the pillars and fill them with lava, so this is the final result. Everything on the floor and walls is completely done, and now it is time to start working on the collection. So what I'm going to do is pillar most of these up 10 double chests high. And in the process, I'm going to be trying to get my hoppers to cooperate. Well, I might have to do it chests first. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now, this one, the one directly in front of it, and that one are not all identical. These two will be an even 10 all the way. Once I get to the 8th one over here, I have to put a glass block and change up how I do things. So, let's go ahead and just get this done. Can I reach all of them? No, I cannot. That's fine. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And the way I have these on the ends, I'm not going to be using rockets, so we'll just move the food. Okay, so we have light here with glass on the end of it. And then above that, we have 2 of these, and then a singular one up. Because let's move these for now. We have the repeaters that go on the outside, and we have comparators that go on the inside. And on top of the repeater, we actually have this going up. I'm going to cheese this just a little bit. Okay. Make sure that is level, and it is. And then I can just break this. All right, so you see the sorting vision. It's going to be right here. And I'm going to eventually have to pillar up on all of these and put all of the redstone in on the outside. That will be another matter altogether. But we can do this. And I actually need to swap this around. Can at least get this side in. Make sure all of the pointy bits are going into a chest. Oh, right. Okay, so... Actually, no, this is fine. I don't need that yet. We're not at that point. That is the outside part. We're good. I'm overthinking. Do not take this as a professional tutorial. Okay. This is a pillar up the side type of deal. That goes into you, and then you come straight down. I did not put one up there. It's fine. Up here now. Repeater. Comparator. Hopper going into that. Go. Sure, yep, good. All right, Andy Friendy, you need to move. You need to, like, not be here at all. Thank you. I appreciate your consideration. Now, the fun thing about this side is I need this to go up 8 and then be slightly different. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we do... Yeah, we can do that. That's fine. I'm doing this temporarily because I need to do that. And then that. That one's a permanent. That breaks. That breaks. Oh, that was close. Okay. This is another chest. And then we continue with this. There. And then we act as the other ones because we're on the same level. Yes. Heater. Parator. Stick that there. Try not to stare at the Enderman. Keyword try. That's not where I meant to put you. Hitboxes are weird. Okay, we do that. And then we stare in this general direction as we break our footing. Now, I can actually wait to take some of these, or we can just break the bottom 2 out when I'm ready. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't think that's possible because we have this right here. That has to go straight down. That, to which you need to be one of these, because they can only have things drop in from above. And then I can't use this one at all. And I put my axe back in my shulker box so I can't use it to do this quicker. And then everything else should be nice and easy to get like this. Nope. Oh, you almost got me, you little sneaky. Good try. Good try. I give you an A for effort. I don't know if that one up there actually stuck, so I have to pillar up and find out. If I can open it, yep, it's here. Okay, it just didn't make a sound. That's fine. Okay, so the fun thing here is I actually need to break this and the one below it because I'm going to need to place in a thing right here at some point. So let's move you now that I have all my chests in. And then we go why is that still? 2, 3. Yep, it's accurate. And then we go 4 up. 4. And on the 4th one, we then must do this and then a solid. And that touches the ceiling. Okay. So far so good. Now I have to pillar up in the middle and get my additional hopper line in, and we can move forward on that. I can drop down and get this side in. These are meant to be exterior lighting. One, 2, 3, 4. So you never see the comparator. Oh, no. That. Good. That. That. I don't have that one in yet, so I don't want to put that there. We'll do that. Oh! Forgot I wasn't crouched. Food. Food. Food is good. Okay. Now we can go... We'll just do the middle. I am crouched this time, so we'll place in hoppers. I originally made this design in the Awkward Kingdom Season 1 within the bounds of my ancient city, so it was sunken into basically the bottom of the world. So it was not really visible unless you physically went there. Okay, you sadly need to be this. Now I need to switch these. You're going to be that. We do it this way so it connects to the side. We do it this way, and then the corner. I need a single redstone block. Oop, why'd I do that? Glass. Nope, don't want crouch. We want you up here to hold that on. And then I need to sneak out of here. Very carefully, carefully. Actually, since I gotta do this backside anyway. Cool thing is, I need to put this in here, facing where that will inevitably be. I'm not sure where that went to. Probably one of the hopper lines. It's fine. None of them are hooked up. There's no sorting in there anyway, so it's not going to get stuck. My car. Bop. We put you in, and we have you start moving. And now you will perpetually be moving, and we will have to deal with that sound for the rest of our days. That's fine. Because it's in, and the first thing is going. Now, this is where things start to get a little interesting. Okay, so I'm going to have to do a thing here. Oop. Okay. That is preemptively in. Grab you. Pull you out. Three. All right, and then 1, 2, 3. Yep, underneath there, that's fine. So I can just dip this out. Okay. I want to block all of that. And essentially, this is how we complete. Let's see. I'm going to put you here. Right. So now, once I get all of the additional things in, I'm actually going to go ahead and put you right here and right here. because to we're going to be sneaky about it. We're going to pillar all the way up. There is, okay, right there. This is going to be a bubble column. And in order to prevent the water from escaping, not that I have to worry about any of the redstone, I'm going to do this. Now what I want it to do is to flow into that, but also go all the way down and not escape out the side. Good, so now I'm going to grab the kelp, go to the bottom of this here tube. Sorry about the flashing, I can only do so much about that. Alright, so now I actually need to get back out of this, which is why I have these here. I need to go grab one of the soul sands, or just grab all the soul sands. Yeah, I can grab all of them. I'll grab that. Actually, I think right here might be the best way of going about this. So I can skip having to move those. Nice. So I'll just grab this. To cheese, I will do that so I don't move. Break that out and replace it with soul sand. And now we have a bubble vader. Nice. Okay. Ah! Biscuits. Broke the wrong glass block. Okay, now. The key here is if you don't want to be annoyed to death with clicking, don't put the following observer right here. This one that's facing outward is going to hit a block, which is an iron block, underneath the dropper and force everything to always spit immediately outwards. So nothing will build up, it'll all just go into the elevator, go up into the hopper at the top, get sorted into ultimately the hopper minecart, and then into whatever side it ends up going into. As none of the sorting systems are hooked up at the moment because I haven't put in the redstone or the redstone torches, we have these goings on. But essentially, this is my setup. Now, I want to make sure that I always put a glass block on top of the hopper that goes downward into that composter, just to make sure nothing accidentally falls into it. If I feel like I need to put a solid block, I can. It's far enough away from any redstone that it's not going to be an issue. Along with things being far enough away from the redstone, you don't have to worry about that bubble column accidentally breaking and getting something into the system or washing away your redstone because it's on the other side completely and it will never make contact. But I do need to go and swap out those because they don't need to be there pushing things out the side. Now that I realize I don't even need them. Cool, and they didn't get sucked into the system either. Alright, so that was a waste of wood, but you know what? I'll use them for something down the line. And now, the only thing left to do on each of these is make sure the redstone is in and break out the thing right in front of it so I can access the hopper and then add in the sorting blocks. But right now, just making sure the structural part of it is in place because the redstone can just be washed away from accidents. So I'm going to go ahead and get those other 4 pieces in and meet you back here when we get that other part done. See you in a moment. All right, everybody. It's been like an hour and a half since I paused, and I have completed the other 3 segments, including getting the sorting systems actually active. So you didn't have to watch me do all of that. But this is the end result. The minor reflections you see in the ceiling are from Vibrant Visuals. But yeah, everything is pretty much sorted and good to go. The only thing that's not installed right now are the final 4 observers. I'm going to show you how we're going to do that. So we just plug it in right there and we hear all the ticking, and then we can cover it up with these chests, and that finishes off this row, and then we just do the same thing on all 4 sides. Spoiler alert, it is going to tick you off a little bit. Puns. Yeah. So we're going to put this one here. It's going to sound like someone let their pet chicken out onto the keyboard. And it just starts pecking away. The end result... I'm glad that this is in, but ironically enough, it's not actually doing anything. Because there's no villagers up at the top to spawn golems to kill in the chamber. So it's just clicking. That's all it's doing. But, you know, you gotta take what victories you can. And having this part of it done is a massive W. So now we just come upstairs, and oh wait, I did not leave myself a way to get up there. That's fine. It's currently an open floor plan roof at the moment. This isn't even where all the villagers are going to end up going. You might be wondering why there's a row of lights and then a row of nothing, because I'm going to be using this row of nothing to place the lanterns along the outside, because I'm going to have stairs wrap around that. I just have to build up a certain amount of tiles. But I think that's going to do it for this week's episodes. Oh boy. Just going to leave that there, actually, because this is the one that needs to stay here anyway. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoy some of these shenanigans and seeing what I have built. Ah! Okay then. Thank you for the jump scare, you piece of crap. Anyway, thank you again for watching, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Watch me get attacked in the pause screen. Surprisingly not.